I started 2026 so out of tune with social media. All I had to do was rethink my whole content strategy to land a dream brand partnership. But today, I'm gonna show you exactly what made a difference. Welcome to episode number 1 of the Caribbean Creative Academy, where I teach you how to be a Caribbean-based content creator with all the restrictions that there is here in the Caribbean: content strategy, personal branding, monetization. I know y'all interested in monetization part. So let's talk about the problem, or the problems, because it's a lot of them that was probably hindering me for getting this brand partnership. First off, I wasn't posting consistently. I'm not telling you to post 5 times a week. You choose your posting frequency and stick to that. So if it's gonna be 2 times a week, I actually don't post that often as people think. Posting consistently keeps you on people's radar, especially brands. They see your hard work and dedication and they'll be like, yeah, we always see her popping up on our feed. Now, if you're always asking yourself, what should I post next? You don't have a consistency problem, you have a strategy problem. And in that case, you probably don't know what your niche is, your content pillars, or what brands you want to work with, for example. Now, this other problem, people always saying it, but recently I was like, and they always say quantity over quality. Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go. What does that mean? Quality over quantity. High visuals, color scheme, branding, your fonts and everything, other than just posting 5 times a week, right? And then these posts don't drive better results. You think they're driving better results, but no. When I was posting so many times in a week, and it wasn't quality content necessarily, I was losing followers and my engagement was bleh. This is the third problem. The second common one, let's say. Chasing the opportunities other than building the brand, right? No, we get so stuck in pitching to these brands, sending emails, DMing them, oh, we want to work with this brand, we want to work with that brand, but we're not building our brand, our personal brand. And this is going to keep you in that cycle of just like pitching and pitching and sending emails and sending emails. You're doing all the outbound, but no inbound coming in. Some of these brands don't even reply to your email, reply to your DMs. And then you get in your head, you start to think, oh, shoot, I'm not getting any brand collaboration. I'm not making any money, I'm not being able to monetize my content. That's because you're chasing the opportunities and not actually building your personal brand. How you want brands to partner with you if they can't even see themselves in your content? So we figured out what's the problem. What are we doing to fix it? I went ahead and fixed it right away. I went ahead and defined my niche. So right now I'm doing fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and honestly it was always that, but I was able to actually break down the content pillars in every single niche and then therefore make a brand list. So a brand list is basically a list of brands that you would like to collaborate with. I think this helps so much, and obviously I did that back in May. So let me show it to you right here. So you see 2026 Target brands, and right here I have sandals written down. Caribbean fashion, bikinis, sandals, accessories. They're in this sandals section. You may be wondering, okay, once we find the problem, we do the shift, then what do we do next? Well, you just wait, basically. that's really it. I mean, you could do outbound inquiries, but the inbound is what's going to get you, because these brands basically want you to promote their products. So in that case, they need you. And that's why it's easier to charge them than when you do outbound and you're asking for compensation. Most of the time, when I do outbound, it's mostly for me to build my portfolio. Let's say I haven't promoted this type of product in a minute, then I'll do outbound to a certain brand and be able to promote their product and add that to my portfolio. But it needs to have a reasoning behind the outbound inquiries. If you want these collaborations, how do you expect brands to reach out? A very important tip is to have your email everywhere in all your bios, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Or you might think your email isn't very important, but the email is actually where brands reach out to you. I try and deal with everything through email. I don't want anything on my phone because I'm already overwhelmed with a lot of the messages I get from my friends, from the students. And sometimes I just don't want to deal with it, so I turn my notifications off. And I honestly don't want to miss a collaboration opportunity when I receive a message through my phone instead of via email. Now, when it comes to via email, I treat everything on my computer. My computer is literally like my safe. right? I'm on my computer every day, every morning, every evening, going through my emails and making sure I don't miss any inquiry. I know on Instagram you could add your email or your phone number or contact information, but most brands do not access Instagram via the app. They actually do it via desktop. And on desktop, you cannot have access to that contact. And there you have it. Your brief was sent to you. The contract is signed after you've negotiated all your terms. Now, what should you do next? Obviously, you wait for them to send you the product, or if you have to go and pick it up yourself, you go ahead and do that. You create the content following the brief, unless if they gave you full creative control. Love that, but you still have to script your content to make sure that it's in alignment with your values, with your niche. Yes, okay. Follow the strategy. Don't go off the path. Stay on it, please. If you have any questions, you could go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. I would be glad to help you in your content creation journey. So leave them down below, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video that's gonna be about personal branding. If you're interested in more tips like this, but you want a more exclusive access to my content creation process, you could subscribe to my newsletter. Bye.